Welcome, Rayclass Wanderers. It's Robert again, and today I want to talk about the Awakening closed beta and the associated 5-day solo race that gives players an opportunity to get into the beta. I myself, I'm enjoying the beta a lot, although I'm not actually in it. I didn't get a key yet, but I'm having a lot of fun watching other streamers experience the beta and figuring out stuff. And I kind of understand the salt that's going around, but to be honest, for everyone who feels like being spoiled by streamers, I don't really understand it, because essentially, if you're excited for a movie and you're watching the movie trailer, you most likely see 80% of the content of the plot of the movie anyway. And it's pretty much the same with The Awakening, so I gotten over that, and I like seeing different streamers trying different stuff. I like seeing the stuff on Reddit that they find out, the jewels that they link, and I like the depth of some people, what some people put into this beta testing and sharing this content with the community, so that basically you can theory craft a lot of stuff even though you're not playing the game. And I think as a viewer from the outside, you're actually experiencing a lot more from the beta than you would by playing it yourself. So it's not a bad thing. Nevertheless, I of course still try to get into the beta, and there's one more opportunity that GTG has given us, and that is 5-day solo leagues. There's a standard and a hardcore variant, and it's starting today on Saturday. In Europe time zone, it's like at 10 p.m. and it's going to April 30th, and everyone who gets into the top 35 will get a beta key. And yesterday they also added another 25 accounts that will be randomly drawn from all characters that have level 70 and higher. And again, there was a lot of salt and yeah, not so friendly talk on Reddit that this is basically just a race for no-lifers. But I don't see what's wrong with that. I mean, by the time the race is over, like way more people got into the beta via the timer than through the event. And this event is like dedicated to players who are really putting a lot of effort into PoE, so there's nothing wrong with that. And with the random drawing, it's also awesome. People are saying that if you have work or school or family, kids, they don't have a chance of getting that, but I don't think so. I think level 70 is really achievable, although you have to think of picking the league. So do you play the standard league or do you play the hardcore league of this event? And that is actually something that has to be considered. If I check my character that I played in the 1 month, the Glacial Cascade character, he got to level 73 by the time he died, and I died exactly 7 days into the league with a playtime of 1 day, 7 hours, 57 minutes and 30 seconds, which is, if we say this is 1 day and 8 hours, it's 32 hours in total, played over 7 days. That's 4.5 hours per day. That is a lot for me. I usually don't play that much. Which basically means, for me, if I want to play this event in hardcore, what am I doing here? And I only have 5 days instead of 7, this will be very hard. Also, you cannot party or trade in this league, so it will be even harder, which for me means I will definitely play standard, although the chances are much lower that I will get a key there, because there's a lot of people will play standard, a lot of people in standard will get over level 70. There will be less people in hardcore who achieve that, so the chance of getting a key by playing hardcore is higher. But then again, I have a higher chance, me personally, of getting into the 70s if I play standard. And that's what I do. Also, I don't have the full 5 days available to me because I can't actually start playing today. because today I'm actually going to an exhibition that I want to point out here. So if you happen to be in the Berlin area, there's this wonderful event at Hagersche Mark. Yes, we are open, and a lovely colleague of mine, she has some tremendous work to show there. And the vernissage is today. It starts at 8 p.m. and the exhibition lasts for 5 days. It's going until April 30th. I post the stuff in the description below. So if you're in Berlin, definitely check that out. It's going to be very, very nice. Last thing I want to say, I wanted to mention something about the 1 month, a little recap how the 1 month went for me so far. I definitely enjoyed it, although my achievements in terms of hardcore is just the boots. That's the only thing I got. I was unfortunate enough to die 2 times. The first time I died on the Glacial Cascade character, it was my own fault. I basically suicided myself versus Anthony Napora. I have a Frostwall totem with a faster casting, spell totem, faster casting Frostwall, and this is a really, really nice defensive mechanic. But of course, against Lightning Arrow, it's like the worst thing that you can do. And I should have known that, but still, I put the totem up. I was hiding behind my Frostwalls and I died. My own fault. But still, this character is like heaps of fun. I just wanted to show how that works really quickly. So I started as a witch, got all the crit stuff, got all the area stuff, got life EB, the old one, because it's really strong. Got the life over here, power charge, crit, life, and then went here, mana, life, Templar, life, more life, and then area, cast speed, spell damage, and mana cost reduction. So much for the tree at level 73. And in terms of items and skills, I have this one here with +2 to lightning. I actually don't know why I have that. Oh yeah, I think I wanted to try ball lightning. My main is in a Joffrey's Crest. I bought this for 10 chaos, having a 10% quality Glacial Cascade. Every GCP I got, I basically dumped into it. And then it's supported with Spell Echo, increased area of effect, and added chaos damage. And buffs and auras I'm using is Clarity, Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice, Purity of Ice, and I'm also running Arctic Armor. For support, I'm having Smoke Mine for boxes. I have Flash Offering versus Necrovigil and other nasty packs. And for Curse on Hit, I'm using Herald of Thunder, and I'm also using, and that's kind of a weird thing that I figured out, Cold Snap. That was actually unintentional. I had this falling setup basically, and I only wanted to run like Assassin's Mark, Curse on Hit, Herald of Thunder. But then I had this 4th link, and I didn't know, I was just leveling Cold Snap just for fun, and it was in there for, I don't know, just because the slot was there, I guess. But actually, this is a really cool thing, because if you're running your Assassin's Mark on Herald of Thunder, you don't have your power charges when you start. But if you put something like Cold Snap in there, then you can make sure that you have your power charges up all the time. And then it's a really nice opener. Whenever you get into a new pack, you can basically just pop it and be good. So you go to the next pack, just drop it once. It has a pretty high chance of freezing stuff, 50%. And also if you want to freeze a boss, then it's pretty good. And there we go, next pack frozen. Flicker is really a problem with this character, actually. Yeah, the damage is not super high. It's like a 3k tooltip. I'm seeing Ziggy playing with a 6k tooltip in the beta at the moment. Oh my god, what is hitting so hard? Might be the Subfist guys over here. Yeah. Actually, I don't want to die a second time on this character. Yeah, but that's basically it. Was pretty strong until I encountered Antali, and yeah, looking forward to play a similar character when the next expansion hits. So after I died on that character, I switched over to Shockwave Totem, because I knew that Shockwave Totem is very, very safe, much safer than Glacial Cascade. Now, where is that? Raw Pinball, yeah. So I restarted. I had accumulated a lot of currency while I was running the 1 month.
What do you need?
So building the Shockwave Totem character was really, really easy. The tree is exactly like the one that I posted at the beginning of the year. The only difference I made this time, as soon as I picked up Ancestral Bond, I traveled right into the witch area to get blast radius, and only then I went into the shady area to get life. And that was really, really good in terms of the leveling experience. But everything else is pretty much the same. I'm using a low level Clarity, I'm using Hatred and Herald of Ash. And that's it, basically. And I'm having cast when damage taken, Immortal Call. I'm manually casting Enduring Cry because I wanted to get into the habit of that. So I'm basically using that, putting down the totems, cursing, and then everything dies. Super safe character, pretty much unkillable. But also there I made a mistake. I was in a poison on hit map, and I ran into a room with a Storm Herald, and he was hasted, and I was kiting him, and I wanted to kite him into a safe area, an area that I explored before, and where I killed all monsters before. But he positioned his storm calls so good that he forced me to run into unexplored territory. And unfortunately there happened to be some tentacle miscreations, and I was a bit slow with my Alt F4. I locked out with 38 life, and I died at level 70. Pretty sad. And this happened again after exactly 7 days. I'm forgetting to cast Immortal Call here, Enduring Cry. So 2 weeks passed and I've lost 2 hardcore characters, and that was when I decided to ditch hardcore basically and go into softcore and continue to play there. Actually now that I'm playing this character, I'm noticing how severe the mana problems were that I had and how squishy the totems are. Oh my goodness. So it looks a lot slower than Glacial Cascade if you compare it directly. But then again, it's also a lot safer. One interesting thing with this character, I'm using Sybil's Paw, and Sybil's Paw gives life gain on hit for each enemy you hit by spell. But the funny thing is that it's not you that's getting the life, it's actually the totems. I don't know if you see that here, because the totems are constantly under attack and in general very squishy. But usually the totems get a little bit of life back, which is really cool. It helps with the survivability of the totems. I didn't know that Sybil's Paw does that, but yeah, it does. So, cool stuff. Also here I sacrificed 10 chaos again, or was it even more? I don't know, to get a Joffrey's quest, and I ran Shockwave Totem with faster casting, increased area of effect, and added fire damage, and the rest is just like some standard gear. I don't really... Molten Shell, Mortal Call, cast no damage taken, yeah, reduced mana, the auras, Flash Offering, Vulnerability, Smoke Mine, nothing fancy. Then Standard. In Standard, I played an Ice Shot character again, but this time I tried to go full Ice Shot. I wanted to build a character that is like themed 100% around cold damage. So I'm using Hatred, I'm using Herald of Ice. Oh wait, and that's everything I'm using actually. And in my links, I'm using Ice Shot, Physical Projectile Attack Damage, Chain, Lesser Multiple Projectiles, Life Leech, Weapon Elemental Damage, and I'm running Valpact so I don't kill myself versus Reflect. I started as a Scion. I don't know why. Ranger is a much better start for that. I guess I started because I wanted to have early access to Valpact. And actually, when you run it as a Ranger, it's a little bit more point intensive, but it's in terms of damage and defense, it's a much better start. The tree is kind of clunky. I only invested in damage, so we have projectile damage, attack speed, we have accuracy crit, we have projectile damage here, we have crit here, we have bow damage here, we have finesse, aspect of eagle, crit accuracy, we have crit, and yeah. But still, it's not enough damage. So using Added Fire and Herald of Ash would be so much better than just this. Tooltip DPS right now is 3.6k, and I was lucky enough to find a Tabula Rasa to make this character like somewhat playable. And I thought as soon as I put it into a 6-link, I will absolutely destroy stuff. I'm rocking a Harbinger, it's 270 DPS. I bought it for 10k, it's the only thing that I could afford, basically. Oh my god, super squishy. But as you can see, it's absolutely underwhelming. Chain does a really good job in terms of area coverage. Oh my god, they will kill me. They will kill me. They will so kill me. Because the chaining Ice Shot, they make it so that you have a lot of overlap and a pretty high chance of freezing everything. Just wish I don't get destroyed by the Flicker Strikers so much. Let's see if we can survive that. Yeah, it looks like it. And there's a pretty interesting interaction with King of the Hill, which grants knockback on critical strike, and Ice Shot, because I believe, I don't know if that's true. If I crit with Ice Shot and I'm knocking the target back, sometimes it looks like that the target is hit by Ice Shot twice. It's hit by the initial projectile and by the cone, because the target is knocked back into the cone instantly as soon as I hit it. But that could also be just my imagination. And you see how bad it is versus single target. So that would be a question to you guys. What do you think? The tree of this character is in the description below. What do you think would make this character work? I tried it with Pierce. It's a bit better in terms of damage, but only like minuscule. It's still not overwhelmingly good for a 6-link. What I didn't try is obviously Herald of Ash Added Fire, because I just didn't level the gems in the 1-month softcore race. But yeah, it's basically after I finished all the challenges, I swapped over to my Ball Lightning character just to see the difference between this one and the Ball Lightning. That was actually non-crit, but it felt pretty strong, and the difference is insane. I mean, this is just on a 5-link, and it's not even crit, but still it is a lot better. Unfortunately, I ripped with that too, so I started playing with this character in hardcore just to test it out, and I felt so powerful, but then I like totally ripped versus a pack of blue Devourers that had endurance charges, so I couldn't freeze them. So yeah, but this still by far my favorite character from the Bloodlines leagues. Unfortunately, I have no mobs to show stuff anymore because the whole map is dead already. But yeah, I'm so looking forward, especially with the changes to Ball Lightning in the Awakening, to play CI Crit Ball Lightning in the next league. This will be so awesome. Ball Lightning is love. Ball Lightning is life. My name is Robert. That was my video, my little rambling about everything that's currently going on. And I hope to see you in game.